AITA for treating my two stepdaughters-in-law differently. I have two stepsons, 27M and 30M. Their father and I have been married for 10 years and maintain largely separate finances. I also have two biological children, 20F and 23M. My husband is in management and I'm an RN. We make similar salaries. We generally each buy for our own children, pay for our own children for dinners out, etc. I'm very close to my older stepson. In fact, he calls me mom and I refer to him as my son. He's married to an amazing woman who I have a similar relationship with. Her mom died when she was 12 and she spent the rest of her childhood bouncing from one relative to another. I love them both. When older SS got married they paid for their own wedding. Dill is a bigger girl, not used to wearing dresses. She had several tearful appointments, which I was invited to, where she hated everything she tried on. I got the seamstress who sewed pageant dresses for my daughter to come to an appointment with us. She was able to point us towards a different style of dress, corset, which was much more flattering and ended up sewing a beautiful dress and shawl, making a veil and matching bouquet that was over their budget, but I paid the difference. I also paid the difference between the cake they could afford and the one Dill wanted. Guess how I knew? Right, because she invited me to the cake tasting. I also paid something towards catering because Dill had her heart set on chocolate-covered strawberries and they weren't available with the cheapest packages. Again, I went with her to meet with the caterer. Best I remember I covered about $3,000 to $4,000. I didn't pay it all at once, so I really don't remember exactly how much it was. Younger stepson and I have a cordial but much cooler relationship. He's never been super rude to me, but he's made it very clear that he doesn't like me. He has never spoken to me first in 10 years we've known each other. If I address him and he has to answer, I get as few words as he can politely manage. If he can pretend like he didn't hear me and avoid speaking to me at all he will. Mostly he just ignores me as much as possible. His girlfriend, now fiancée, is the same way. They've also made it clear that their future children will not call me grandma because I'm not. I can't understand why you want to be hurtful about hypothetical grandchildren, but I've long ago decided to just let things be between us. The only time his fiancée ever spoke to me first was when she asked me, at dinner in a crowded restaurant, how much money I intended to contribute to their wedding because she and her mom are working out the budget. I told her the truth, which is that it hadn't even occurred to me that they might expect me to, so I hadn't really given it any thought. She asked when I might have an idea because they need to decide on a venue and book something. I told her that they should pick their venue and plan their budget without the expectation of a contribution from me. Younger stepson then said, I told you not to ask her. She gives money according to who kisses her bottom. It is true that I exchange gifts with my older stepson and his wife for holidays, but that's a two-way street. I buy them birthday and Christmas gifts, but they do the same for me. Younger stepson's dad gets him and his fiancée presents but I don't. They get his dad gifts but not me. So AITA for treating them differently because I have very different relationships with them?